Hi guys, been playing with my favourite pink filament again, which is rubbish. It just, every time I think I've got the settings right, it fails. Now, I designed myself a little boat just as a practice piece, but I don't know if the camera will pick this up. You might even be able to see, you can see daylight through it. It just isn't working, that pink filament. I'm not too worried because I just wanted to, well, I was using it, as I said I was going to, as a prototyping filament, so I don't waste the good stuff. But yeah, this is just a little boat. I wanted to see how big I could make a boat and still fit it in one piece. I could have gone vertically, but I went that way up, so I put some support structure on it. But this is so thin, it's pretty well useless. But I have a plan. I just pull that off for now. Well, you can see that's come right through. There's a gap right the way through there. Absolutely hopeless. And I think you could probably say I'm not running that hot enough. I did get better success when I turned the heat up significantly. Whereas I just printed this one on the default value, so I'm not really upset about this. But as I say, I have a plan, seeing how this has turned out. I've been watching some videos by a chap whose channel name is What Waster. I assume that's a play on words with electricity or power term, watt. It's probably his name, Watt, I expect. But he's come up with a channel name, What Waster. Anyway, enough of me waffling about that. He's been making some model aeroplanes out of thin foam, and to strengthen it, he's been using these wet wipes or baby wipes. He dries them out and then he uses them rather like fiberglass. So that's what I thought I might have a go, give it a try. Put it over there. To be honest, looking at that, that is so bad. As I say, you can, I don't know if you can see my hand through it or not. I can see my hand through it. But yeah, if we put that over there and then coat it with paint or something. I was thinking of yacht varnish actually. Building up a layer of yacht varnish on there. That will stiffen it all up. So I'm going to give that a go. Just to see if that will actually give us a finish that we can use. Yeah, so all is not lost. So pull that down, put loads of layers of yacht varnish over it, which will mean it will be 10 times as heavy. I could use Papier Mache, just mix up some paper and soak it in glue, wallpaper paste or something like that. I've done that on another boat. Yeah, we'll give that a try, see what happens. We're out in my garage. I've given it, well, I've stretched the wet wipe, the dried out wet wipe, over that hull, and I've painted it in place using this Poundland yacht varnish, which is very thin, runny. I think they've thinned it down so they can make more tins from the same amount of varnish. So yeah, you can see some air under it where it's, well actually to be fair, it's where the hull isn't level. But we'll leave that to dry and probably give it a couple more coats. It hasn't gone round the sharpest bends as well as I'd hoped. It's pulled itself back out a little bit there. But I'll leave that probably for a day or so to dry and then give it a few more coats. See how we get on. Oh, flickery lights. Sorry about that. I forgot to say that's the stuff I'm using there. Sainsbury's Little Ones. I've no idea how old that pack was. It was in the boot of the car and completely dried out, which reminded me of what Waster had been doing with it. So I thought, yeah, dried out one of them. We'll see if it works. Just a quick progress update on this boat. This is the one that was really badly printed. All sorts of holes in it. You could see through it. It had no strength at all. I've covered it in a wet wipe, a dried out wet wipe, or whatever you might call them. One of these things. And then coated it in yacht varnish, and that was doing nothing for me. It really wasn't adding to the strength at all. It smoothed over the roughness, but it wasn't giving us any extra strength. So I've actually coated it in CA glue or super glue, and that has stiffened it up quite a lot. You can still see inside it's holy. It's terrible really, but now that I've coated it in one of them, yacht varnish, and then super glue is what's actually toughened it up. Didn't take the very back of it very well. That's still a little bit loose, but generally speaking that's worked. What I should have done was use some sort of glue right from the beginning, but I wanted to use the varnish because I've got plenty of it. But the varnish was very thin. It wasn't actually filling the holes very well. So the super glue's done that. I'll give it a coat of paint now, I think, of some sort. I've rubbed it down a little bit. That's what the white dust is. Rubbed it down with a bit of sandpaper. So I'll go and give it a coat of paint of some sort or other. I don't know whether to fill the inside as well, because if I don't fill it, that'll just soak up water. So yeah, I might have to paint the inside as well. So you probably won't see it this colour anymore. It'll probably be yellow next.
Thanks for watching. You'll find more information down in the video description. You might like to watch that video up there, and you might like to subscribe over there.